Good morning, my friends. My name is K. Umeshro. Today's topic is assessment of damages. It comes under law of torts. I am requesting you to subscribe to my channel as it gives motivation me to give more and more topics. Measure of damages, quantum of damages, how to measure damages, what is prospective loss of earnings. All these subjects we are studying today. Judicial remedies are available to aggrieved person. Remedies are available to the injured person who suffered. One of the mode of judicial remedy is award of damages by the court. Court will give compensation to the injured person because he suffered. When the aggrieved person approaches the court, what court will do? Court will examine the evidences and gives appropriate order awarding damage or compensation. Damages may be compensatory damages, it may be punitive damages, it may be contemptuous damages, it may be nominal damages. Damages are divided into two heads: ascertained damages and unascertained damages. Damage assessment is the process of determining the nature and extent of the loss, suffering, and harm done to aggrieved person from natural or accidental disaster. Judges has to assess how much amount should be awarded to the injured person. This is called as assessment of damages. Measure of damages. How judges will measure the damages. In assessing the quantum of damages, the court will consider the injury caused, how much loss he has suffered, and what is the expectation of life and other amenities. So, for this purpose, assessment of damages court has to conduct. Because damages are award, damages are and compensation. It is the money paid to the person for compensating the loss or injury. Damages are categorized into actual damages and punitive damages. Actual damages are compensatory damages. Actual damages further categorized into special damage and general damages. Special damages are economic losses he suffered. This damage or loss of economic earnings, property damaged, and medical expenses. General damages are non-economic damages such as pain and suffering and emotional distress. So compensatory damages are paid to compensate the actual loss, injury, harm suffered as a result of breach of duty. The quantum of damages. The judges have to consider the following points. The assessment of damages depends upon what are the circumstances. If the plaintiff proved his injury, the court measures how much damage or harm caused to him by the defendant. The court comes to the conclusion that how much amount of the damages should be awarded to the plaintiff. This is called assessment of damage or measure of damages. The assessment of damages depends upon the precedents. The term precedent means the decisions of the Supreme Court given in the previous case laws. It depends various principles arrived by the Supreme Court in the previous case laws. For example, in case of death, money cannot compensate fully. Dependents of the deceased person suffer a lot of difficulties because of the death of the breadwinner. So injured person is entitled to full compensation for the financial loss In such circumstances, court has to take into consideration following points: personal pains and sufferings, loss of enjoyment of life, actual pecuniary loss resulted in any expenses incurred by the plaintiff, the probable future loss of income because of diminished capacity of a work. So, the important points how to measure damages. While granting damages, the judges should consider following important points to measure damages. First one, attendance expenses. When the person is injured, someone has to attend him. Someone has to help him, serve him. They have to serve him and they are entitled to get attendance expenses also. Who are all the persons entitled to receive damages? In case of injuries or loss of limbs, the injured person himself entitled to receive damages or compensation. In case victim dies, damages are given to his defendants. It is as per his personal law. Generally, wife or husband, son, daughters, parents are entitled for compensation. If the victim dies, damages are awarded depending upon the earning capacity of the deceased. For example, doctor of a high income dies in an accident, then court will give higher compensation. If the auto driver dies in accident, his successor will get according to his earning capacity. Another important point, gratuity and pension. While computing the damages of the victim, the payment of gratuity, provident fund, family pension, insurance money shall not be deducted in the damages awarded. How to compute damages in case of loss of cohabitation? That is also very important. Cohabitation means consortium. It means association between the husband and wife. It involves love, affection, comfort, mutual services, sexual intercourse, everything is included. If tortious act committed against the wife, husband can sue the defendant who caused such tortious act. Similarly, wife is entitled to the damages for the loss of cohabitation. Another concept is remarriage. Widow of the victim can claim compensation on her husband's death. If she remarries, the damages are not allowed. Even if awarded, the amount shall be reduced. The aim of awarding compensation is to give support to the family of widow. If she remarries, automatically she gains financial support and social security, and there is no need of granting damages. Another important point judges should consider prospective loss of earnings. In the case of personal injury, the court should consider the income he has lost and income he can expect to lose due to the injuries. There are two categories. Income already he is lost, and because of his injury, because of his suffering, tomorrow he cannot go to work, and that is the income he is going to lose. It is easy to calculate the past lost income. Whatever income lost, it is easy to calculate. But it is not easy to calculate the expected future income losses. There are too many variables. There are too many components to come up with a comprehensive list. But some common factors will be taken into account by the judges at the time of granting damages. First, assessment of his injuries. Second, timeline of his prospectus for his full recovery. How much time it will take to recover completely. In other cases, if full recovery is not anticipated, not possible, then it is the long-term injuries. The court should consider the realistic picture of the capabilities. Court should think what is the nature of his current employment and duties. Court should think what is the prospective employment duties he is trained and qualified to carry out in future. Court should think forecast of the income he reasonably expected to receive had he not been injured. So, any promotion he can expect to achieve, all these points should be considered. It is most difficult problem assessing the claimant's future loss of income. Thank you.